we can easily have this if we have some data in our mobile. Okay, so that we made groups, WhatsApp groups of the parents. I used to tell them, I used to forward the messages in the group also, lekin class ke groups and needs were different. So meanwhile we trained teachers for that, and then we made different groups, and then we started giving them class code and all that. और एक थोड़ा सा फैसिलिटेशन हमने ऑफिस में किया था, इफ एनी वन पर्सन कैन
wants to come and
तो हम उनको वो पूरा डाउनलोड करके और पेरेंट्स को समझाना, बिकॉज नाउ एवरीबडी इज सो क्विक इन लर्निंग टेक्नोलॉजी.
This is the world of technology.
Exactly, आजकल तो era ही वो है. तो वो स्मार्टफोन हर एक के पास ही होते हैं. Fine. So we started from 1st April. We started Google Classroom.
That's quite impressive, I must say. That's quite impressive.
Thank you so much. So after 2 months, we keep on, receiving this complaint from parents that bache are missing teachers, they are missing everybody. I used to receive their video messages. Mehman thi school kab khulega, or they used to tell me कि आप please school खोल दें, बस हम छुप के आ जाएंगे. Believe you me, I received these messages.
I'm sure, because kids ke liye to that's the only world they have, missing their friends and teachers and their learning.
They were missing school a lot. So जब हम लोगों ने ये सारी चीज़ें देखी, तो in June हम लोगों ने पहले I trained my teachers, fine, and then later on we had 2-3 meetings with the parents, and then finally we started Zoom classes, online classes where a teacher can have one-to-one interaction with the students.
So the kids must be happy with that then.
They were so glad, and believe you me, it was very difficult when we had that very first Zoom class. Everybody was
trying to speak in the same time.
Students of nursery class who were in playgroup till February, fine, who never attended nursery classes because of this pandemic. They were like, ma'am, auntie, please school call de. And when they saw their teacher, please school. Exactly. But I was so lucky, alhamdulillah. And then definitely my teacher, my team, they are very supportive. Parents are also very supportive. So it took, I guess, a week to train them that how they have to behave in the online
because
class.
it's a new thing for everybody. They want to speak, they want to everybody wants to come and they say
exactly पूरा time हम उनका mic mute करते हैं, लेकिन you are not supposed to speak,
say something when you're supposed to,
but they learn that. So this is what they actually, Google Classroom was also going on.
That was going on simultaneously as well.
Exactly, because there were few who were not able to attend Zoom class because of internet and all that. For the Google, we don't need so much internet for that. Like if we have some data, we can have it. So these both were going on, and then the third option. Acha, Google Classroom we started, homework we gave, Zoom classes we started, but still there were many parents who were unable to use Google, who were unable to use this attend Zoom class. So we prepared a booklet for that.
I was about to come कि फिर क्या कुछ लोग practically if they want some to work do तो आप.
Here we prepared a booklet for them, and then we used to drop voice messages in WhatsApp group, how they have to work in that. तो फिर हमने वो एक अच्छा वो बहुत मुश्किल था ना, to have a hard copy of that. Samreen, you won't believe, हमारे पास जो हमारे printers थे, cartridges खत्म हो गए थे, cartridges were not available.
Because parents के पास भी resources नहीं, parents के पास भी resources नहीं है कि आप उनसे कहें कि आप
parents के पास तो थे ही नहीं, हमारे पास नहीं थे. Market में cartridges were not available. Papers were not available.
That must be quite a challenge then.
It was so much challenging, and then I don't know वलीद ने कैसे एक photocopier हमारा family में जानने वाला था, वलीद ने उसको रिक्वेस्ट किया, और फिर हमने सारे SOPs को फॉलो करते हुए वो photocopy.
But that shows the motivation that you have. That shows that how ambitious you are. That you want to give that to the children.
Alhamdulillah, I am a person who always motivate my own self. But luckily, I got my husband like that. That he used to motivate me.
You
so
have
much.
a good combination of self-motivation as well as you've got a good support as well. So that's very.
Because this time was very critical, and still it is.
It was. I think everybody suffered, but at the same time, I think kids because they know nothing.
Exactly.
We know a lot of other things.
They are the most innocent, curious.
Yeah, so unke liye school and friends and education, that's the only thing. So they must have enjoyed a couple of weeks.
Even, you know, Samreen, parents were not initially, they were not very much willing to attend all these things, willing to even collect hard copy and all that. They were least bothering about all these things. But once we started school in October, and when they saw a difference in the students who attended online class, Google class, and have done, and their own child.
It's very important. It is very important for their mental growth, for their physical growth. They need this, right?
They need this.
And I'm glad that you provided them the opportunity that they could avail that. But what do you think that is missing from our schools? What would you say that's missing from our schools?
Samreen,
or maybe if
I'll talk in general about schools, everybody is working hard. They are definitely trying their level best. Being a trainer, because I was a trainer in the city school, training is missing. We can't train school hat. We don't have opportunities to train teachers. ऐसा नहीं है अगर आपने मास्टर्स कर लिया तो आप बहुत अच्छे हो जाएंगे और आपको सारा कुछ आ जाएगा. प्रैक्टिकल लाइफ इज टोटली डिफरेंट.
It is. Reading and writing is totally different. Studying is something different.
ये चीज देखें, वो चीज अगर बंदा is very well trained और फिर वो स्कूल स्टार्ट कर रहा है, उसके लिए चीजें are comparatively less challenging. Fine. तो जब वो ट्रेंड इनफ है तो फिर अच्छा उसका ट्रिकल डाउन इफेक्ट है ना.
जी बिल्कुल.
जब बच्चों की बात करते हैं तो डेफिनेटली अगर बंदा इज नॉट वेल ट्रेंड, अगर टीचर इज नॉट वेल ट्रेंड, वो एक कंड्यूसिव एनवायरनमेंट फॉर लर्निंग बच्चे को प्रोवाइड नहीं कर सकता.
And then we talk about the whole generation. Of course, yeah.
Many schools, they have big classrooms, big buildings, big grounds, fine, but they are not giving them opportunity to being independent learner.
That's very important.
Because हमने rote learning को impose कर दिया है. जी आपने याद करके आना.
हम रट्टा सिस्टम लगाते हैं.
हाँ, उन्होंने याद करके आना है. बेहतरीन हैंडराइटिंग होनी चाहिए.
True, I agree. I would totally agree with you.
हम उनको रीडर नहीं बनाते, हम उनको इंडिपेंडेंट लर्नर नहीं बनाते. हमने उनको बुक के साथ कैद कर दिया that they have to learn this as it is from the book.
हम उनको understand
Creativity, cognitive development is nowhere. In most of the schools is nowhere. I'm sorry to say.
No, you're right. I agree with you.
Because हम उनको challenging environment provide ही नहीं कर रहे. हम उनको जो cognitive development के बहुत lower level की चीजें हैं ना, remembering and knowledge,
हमें सिर्फ ग्रेड्स चाहिए ना. हम उनको
ग्रेड्स भी नहीं चाहिए,
हमें उनको लर्निंग, हम वही ना बेसिकली हम उनको ये कह रहे हैं कि आपने ये परसेंटेज लानी है, लेकिन उसमें जो प्रोसेस लर्निंग का है वो स्किप कर रहे हैं. वो अंडरस्टैंड करके लर्न नहीं कर रहे.
वो मिस हो गया.
That's true.
We are not providing that.
So are you planning to do something on these lines as well, other than your school, of teaching or maybe training some other schools?
I am always available for any school if they really want me, and even I supported in Sumandri too. One of my friends, they approached me, my husband's friends approached me, and I definitely gave them facilitation for that. And my co-schools, like जो smart school के दूसरे franchises, if they used to approach me, I used to tell them also. मैं इस मामले में ज़रा बहुत खुले दिल की हूँ. If anybody is asking me, I'm always ready to tell them everything. बस कोई बंदा आना चाहिए हाथ में. I can train that.
So how do you encourage your staff then? I mean, I can actually see that you have so much of motivation in yourself. But how do you encourage them or maybe motivate them?
I am actually a self-motivated type of person. Alhamdulillah.
That's good.
But लेकिन at times ऐसा होता है कि मैं बिल्कुल collapse हो जाती हूँ. Like ऑर्डिनरी पर्सन, बिल्कुल आप समझ ही नहीं आ रहा होता. तो फिर उसमें ये होता है कि I have to talk to my husband that I am now very down and I need something.
So basically he's your motivation at the back.
He is my motivational factor. Like he used to support me for that. And then जो मेरे लिए ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ है ना, आपको पता है जब अक्टूबर में स्कूल स्टार्ट हुआ था, द वेरी फर्स्ट डे आई रिसीव्ड स्टूडेंट्स आफ्टर 7 months. उससे एक दिन पहले माई हस्बैंड गॉट सिक. He got a minor heart attack and he wasn't well. And आप मेरा motivation देखें, on the very next day I was in the school receiving students.
That is actually, I'm impressed.
They both are very important for me. My husband is very important. He is actually most important, but my students are also very important. He was the one who said, "Tum jao school, I'm okay."
That's the kind of motivation and the people we need around us.
So when I received students on the very first day, I was like, when I saw them, they were my motivation. they were so happy, they were so glad, they were so excited, and they were looking at my school, looking their own school like, मैम आंटी हम वापस आ गए. It was dream for them. और वो मुझे ज़िंदगी देती है चीज़, वो मुझे मोटिवेशन देती है. When they are happy, when they are enjoying, when they are loving, when they are happily coming school. हमें अक्सर कहते होते हैं कि क्या आपने बोया हुआ है स्कूल में कि एक बच्चा आ जाए तो वापस नहीं जाता.
I can see the positive energy that you have. Maybe that's the reason that they brings them here. Do you have any like safety protocols for the school?
There are many. When we have school, definitely we have.
Because obviously, especially with primary younger schools,
exactly.
So obviously kids.
So, you know, especially after this pandemic, we were following all SOPs, and I was really, you know, glad and astonished too when I saw, you know, playgroup students are.
My question was, छोटे बच्चों के साथ मुश्किल नहीं है उन सबको?
It was very difficult. It was very challenging. और मैं बहुत परेशान थी सिर्फ इसी चीज़ को लेकर. How can we motivate them? How can we counsel them? या कैसे impose कर सकते हैं that they have to follow SOPs and all that. But we started guiding parents that they have to send these things with the students, and then definitely, you know, सिर्फ इसी डर से कि स्कूल कहीं दोबारा बंद ना हो जाए, they used to wear masks.
How sweet.
And they used to have their sanitizers. One of my colleague visited from head office, and she said that I want to visit the school. I said, okay, fine, you can visit. When she was visiting the schools, she was in, I guess, nursery class, and she asked, how many of you have sanitizers? And everybody was raising the hand. And she was like, she said, Shazia, everybody has sanitizer. I said, okay, fine, everyone has sanitizer. So we have sanitizing gate when they're coming to school.
Yeah, I just saw when we entered. Yeah,
we have our staff that we train them. We were following all SOPs, spray, and then, you know, mask, sanitizers. There is a lot of things that we need to do, and then we were definitely following the instructions from government. 50% of the students were attending as a group A on one day, and then
so
on the
alternative.
Exactly, on the alternative.
That's
though I had that parents were forcing us that why don't we start school for everybody.
Everyone.
But I told them that actually there is a day gap, और उस day gap का मतलब ये नहीं है कि you can't accommodate everybody. उसका मतलब ये है, गॉड फॉरबिड अगर आपका बच्चा एक्सपोज हो गया है उस वायरस से, तो एक दिन ऐसा आएगा वो रेस्ट करेगा और पता चल जाएगा अगर सिम्टम्स हैं, डू नॉट सेंड योर चाइल्ड ऑन द नेक्स्ट डे. कीप ऑन टेलिंग टू पेरेंट्स के एक ऑल्टरनेट डे पे क्यों उनको बुलाया है.
Quite thoughtful of you to think like this कि आप इसको ऐसे करें.
हाँ, ऐसे करना, बिकॉज समरीन बीइंग एजुकेशनिस्ट आपको सोसाइटी को encourage करना होता है, educate करना होता है.
That's good to know. That's very good to know. So lastly, what's the future? Where do you see yourself? क्या future plans हैं?
हम लोगों के future plans हैं कि समंदरी में इंशाल्लाह we will be making one day we'll be making a purpose built campus. Inshallah. And then we'll move towards college also. We want to make a big school with so many facilities.
इंशाल्लाह इसी मोटिवेशन के साथ आप चलेंगे तो इंशाल्लाह जरूर ऐसा होगा.
That is definitely in the pipeline. Allah knows के वो इंशाल्लाह ताला.
तो अभी आपका तो ये प्राइमरी है, so you're going to start taking it from here.
हाँ, exactly. Actually जब हमने 4 years ago we started this school, we started with our own batch. The higher class was class 1 only.
अच्छा, so you have come a long way then.
Exactly.
So inshallah, that's
इन्हीं बच्चों के साथ इंशाल्लाह ताला will be having our secondary school and then inshallah college and all that.
I wish you all the very best, and it was really nice talking to you. And I'm actually quite motivated seeing that you yourself are so much supportive towards the children, and we need more teachers like this. And I really hope that you can bring more teachers here, and you can provide them the opportunity that they can actually take this thing forward with you. And I would love to come back and see that.
I'll be waiting, really definitely. Nice. Alhamdulillah, my team, my teachers, they are my backbone. If I'm not in Samundri, for example, they are working like anything. They are now mashallah trained enough. So alhamdulillah for that. Thank you so much, and I'm really glad to meet you and your team.
Thank you so much for giving us the time, and I really wish you all the very best for the future. Thank you, ji. Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.